Hello, this is Gabriel and Icon of the Confit Global Consulting for medical, pharmaceutical, and innovative technology. Well, like I always did before, uh, I'll do it again. Despite the distraction from evil forces, they don't want me to speak the good news. And that's the reason why the title of today's presentation is going to be Light and Darkness, the Algorithm of Salvation. Light and darkness, the algorithm of salvation. You have many people around. They're so full of darkness that it becomes part of their daily life. But I want to tell you something. God don't function in darkness. God functions in light. So when you function in darkness, you are functioning in a different realm than God, and you wonder why you cannot see angels, why you can feel nothing around you, but you call yourself a Christian or a believer in God. I speak to you with no disrespect, but only the truth. I know it's painful. I have individuals that don't comprehend the law of nature. You wanted to talk about the interpretation of things, but you don't understand the concept of spirituality. The world is not the way we see it. You must function in light. You must have love and compassion. If you don't have love, you pretty much living in darkness. But love does not mean that you can speak. You got to go with actions. And today I can integrate that love into this presentation by saying to bonjour all my brother and sister in France. Good morning and good morning or good evening or good night to all my friends and family and friends and even those who are not, because we are all together. These intimidations propagated by an administration that serve any other reason than evil. What you see is not the true thing, but what you don't see is the true thing. What you don't see is the true thing. And I just want this administration to know that I'm not going to be quiet when I continue into the path of pain and suffering because of people's decision to seize my momentum of growth and take away my destiny. This nation have made a mistake. And I say it again, God is with me. Those who are going to go against me will face my God, Adonai El Shalom El Elyon Elohim Yahweh. You can talk about your Jesus Christ. It is your business. But Jesus Christ have no command in heaven if God don't say so. If maybe you're mistaken, let me clarify that for you. Jesus Christ don't know when the end time will be, but he know it's coming, because the command don't come from him. It comes from God. There's only one higher supreme being in this universe and heaven, and his name is Adonai Elohim El Elyon El Shalom Yahweh. So the point is this, is that if people want to go against me, they have to do some more higher work. Spiritually, they got to go spiritually to come after me. But they can create situations to try to make me look like I am not a perfect being, but I'm an imperfect being by creating situation. I pay my bill on time. And I have no delinquency or nothing in the level in which I have the ability of doing so or paying my bill accordingly. So it is time for people to truly move forward. What is going on today in this world? America must seize and stop the the algorithm of controlling in my life. It is over. It is done. It is over. That time is past. I have a right to have a family. I have a right to live wherever I want to live. I have the right to be wherever I have to be. And manufacture, I won't tell you. I want to tell you today, like I've been saying to you before, I tell you that I need the money so that I can live a peaceful life. I can hire better attorney. I can have higher attorneys for people not to come against me. There is a woman coming in my life. She's very beautiful. She's a daughter of a billionaire. And I will sign documents that will allow me to move forward in my life. And no one will come against that head to head, because then I will have money now. Because enough is enough. There's nothing that we keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. But they know what I'm doing. She know, the family is informed. It's a process. Because they're monitoring this administration against me, and they wanted to make sure that the move is correct. It will take time, but it will happen. Because things are done to a third party silently and privately, as I requested. We've seen people think today going around the world, and people are judging me, people are looking at me, and I'm saying, what is wrong with these folks? Open your Bible. The Bible was written before I was even born. What is difficult for people to start looking at that Bible and realize that maybe we have turned away from God's will and things are going in a certain way. So if God have written this beforehand, it means that we have to build up our relationship with Him so that He can guide us into these situations. We're spending time, pointing hands on people. At the end, it is God's plan, my friend. You can point hand on all those evil guys, the good guys, and all that, what is happening. It is all God's plan. Whoever follow God will always win. That's what it is. So pointing hand in God's plan is a waste of time. But we have to follow God's plan because it was already written beforehand, before we even came in this world. Those things that are happening, you have to remember that there is no doubt that Jesus Christ is going to return. So why does Jesus Christ have to return? He doesn't return to celebrate something. He returned to fix a problem. And what is the problem? The problem is that evil live in this earth. There's nothing that you will do that have an importance that will change people's life without going through him. That's the reason why Jesus Christ have to run, because the only person who can take him out of this earth is Jesus Christ. That's the reason why he gonna return. He have to return. That's also the proof of what I'm saying, that in this earth, he is anchored in all corporations, religions, and everything that you can possibly imagine in a higher level. I'm not talking about people in a low level. He doesn't care about you. He's looking at the top. So it's match those who are below. So who will take him out? It's only Jesus Christ. That's why his return is imminent. But the Bible also talking about those events going to happen so quickly that he will appear like a thief. That it means that in a metaphoric way, it means nobody will be waiting for it. Everybody will be surprised when it comes. Event will happen so quickly. We're seeing a stage. We're seeing those glimpses as I'm speaking today. Those events going to bring people to come together so quickly. You see the people want to make the end time come true so quickly. They don't make the end time come true. God is the one who's controlling things from the heaven. Those people who believe they can play God, and we try to anticipate the end time, so that's why we're doing this event. No, they don't know what they're doing. You know, God is behind the scene, is the one making sure that things are well done according to his plan. So walking in darkness, it is something that we all have to change if we want our way better. I am not adjudicating on anyone here, but what I'm saying is that if we want to be able to see those angels that are around us, because somebody asked me last time, how do you get all those information? How do you get all of that informations? Who gave you those information? Those are angelic beings giving me and feeding me the informations. They're giving me and feeding me the informations, and that's what happened. So people must know, do not tempt me. If I swear in the name of my God, you will lose. I must suffer, but you will lose. Don't come in my door, don't come in my life and try to do stuff that are evil. He will return against you. I seek no revenge, but I speak in the name of my God, who is the true God of this universe and who created this earth. You will lose. And I'm very convinced of it. I will take the beating. I'll take the suffering. You guys are talking about Jesus Christ came and take all the beating. You just don't understand what's going on. God don't do stuff in a material realm. He do stuff in the spiritual realm. He created human being in the spiritual realm. When Adam and Eve sinned, it was a spiritual sacrifice and lost. They gave the blessing into Lucifer at the time without knowing. So the sin became eternal, because everything God does is eternal for all generations. So in order for God to remedy the situation, he had to send Jesus Christ in a human form so that he can get that spiritual baton that Lucifer had and have authority in the spiritual realm. You take it back. But you can't just take it back by order. You have to take it back by following the law that was already in place. So when you see in the Bible that Jesus Christ died for your sin, that is the spiritual sin. But you still gonna have to reap what you sow, because the physical aspect is necessary to manifest that spiritual work that was done behind the scene. An example, if you go today and go and rob a gas station or something, there's possibility you can get killed, or you're gonna be arrested, or you'll become a fugitive. Now, if you go in your room in your senses and say, in the name of Jesus Christ, please forgive me for what I've done, do you believe that the police officer will come and find you and say, well, I can see that he has changed, I don't gonna arrest him? Oh, what happened to you? Did you change recently? In a couple of minutes after robbing the bank? So, yeah, you're a Christian now? So, well, I'll let you go. No, you will be arrested and put to trial and jail. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Now, you're gonna go to your cell and start talking about Jesus Christ. The transformation will happen in time, but you will pay your due. So what is the good about that? Is that spiritually you'll be good. Because in order for the spiritual work to be good, the physical, the materialistic world must be done. An action in this material world must be done in order for that to go through and be as it was designed to be. So before further ado, I will continue with this light and darkness presentation algorithm of salvations in next time, because we have to know we must work into light throughout the process of salvations, talking about righteousness, sanctifications, and justifications to reach salvations. That algorithms have to be accompanied with love and compassion, acceptance, inclusion, tolerance, and softening of our heart in following God's purpose. Maybe He can open your eyes, your spiritual eyes, so that you can see those angels that surround you. But I say again, anyone who will come with evil intention against me will face the wrath of God, because I have proven to him that I am devoted to him to the good and respond to people with love. I am not saying here that I will revenge. I say God will take care of that. There's a big difference. It's a very big difference. I want people to know that. I give my revenge to him, and I know he will respond. Not instantly, but he will. So don't come in my door and put some evil stuff. Don't be out there talk about my name. Those who do that are functioning in darkness, out of God's realm, and they dare to call God's name. That will be madness. If you do evil, call the God of evil. Don't call the God of light. You have to have integrity yourself. Because that's exactly what it is. It's called mockery. And you don't mock God. You know the end of that. If you mock God, He will silence you. When you do your darkness stuff, your hate stuff, your unloved stuff, your incompassionate stuff, your unforgiving stuff, don't call the God of light. Call your God that you are worshiping, so that you don't make the situation worse. Call your God of darkness, because you're functioning in darkness. God is a God of love, light, and no impurity in the area, the realm he operates. We must know that. I love people, but in order for people to change, we must all change. Even myself, we have to go into the process in which God allowed. I can be here talking about my God when I have hate against people. I don't have hate against people. I have frustration against what they're doing, because I know it's dark. There's a big difference. Shalom, salam to all, everybody around the world. May peace be, so that man can come into the senses and start opening that Bible and start reading it carefully. I mentioned to you before that everything that is written in there will come to pass. It's just a matter of time. If you want to doubt me again, they'll be talking about that on those TV, New Era TV. People will be going back into those books and start reading it. When the time will come, when people will stay like that and start looking, we have done our best, but this thing is out of control. The Bible is your answer. I don't care if the FBI, CIA opened that Bible. The CIA was not created here. It started in heaven. Intelligence was not created here. It started in heaven. Heaven is not made only with churches. You have intelligence over there. You have school over there. You have research center over there. You have all the things that you have here. You have the army. You have all this. So don't look at it and say, oh, this is religion. No, it's not. God have nothing to do with religions. Religion are man-made, inspired from over there. You build up your personal relationship, vertical relationship with God, you and Him alone. And you expand your arm to form that cross, so that His love can flow more better through you. And then through you, you can expand that same love to others with compassion, acceptance, inclusion, and softening of heart, forgiveness. So that's what we should do. All of us have that duty. Thank you very much for listening, and I shall see you next time. Gabriel Ndaikan, Conflict Global Consulting for medical, pharmaceutical, and innovative technology.